Welcome to Strange History, where history's greatest mysteries come alive. From hidden secrets to ancient enigmas, we uncover the stories they don't teach in textbooks. If you love diving into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the video. The Forbidden Knowledge of Nikola Tesla, Inventions That Threatened the Powers of the World. Part 1, The Man Who Dreamed Beyond the Possible. Nikola Tesla, born in 1856 in Smiljan, a small village in the Austrian Empire, modern-day Croatia, was a man whose mind operated on a frequency far beyond his contemporaries. From an early age, Tesla displayed extraordinary intellect and a fascination with electricity, magnetism, and the invisible forces that govern the universe. While many inventors create within the limits of the known, Tesla's vision stretched far into the realm of the impossible, challenging the very foundations of physics as understood in his time. Tesla's childhood was marked by both tragedy and inspiration. The death of his older brother, Dane, deeply affected him, but it also ignited an obsession with understanding life, energy, and the universe. His mother, though uneducated, was a brilliant inventor in her own right, crafting household tools and mechanical devices, which profoundly influenced young Tesla's creative imagination. By the age of 12, he was already conceptualizing complex mechanical systems and demonstrating an uncanny ability to visualize inventions in 3 dimensions, often testing them entirely in his mind before ever building a prototype. After studying engineering in Graz and Prague, Tesla embarked on a career that would take him across Europe, eventually landing in Paris and then New York City. It was in the United States that Tesla's genius began to make a significant impact. Working initially for Thomas Edison, Tesla quickly became disillusioned by the limitations imposed by commercial interests. Edison, a proponent of direct current, DC, clashed with Tesla's vision of alternating current, AC, which Tesla believed could revolutionize the world. This philosophical and technical divergence would set the stage for the legendary War of Currents, in which Tesla's AC system ultimately prevailed, powering cities and industries and reshaping the global energy landscape. However, Tesla's ambitions extended far beyond electricity for practical use. He envisioned technologies that could transmit energy wirelessly across continents, tap into the forces of the cosmos, and even manipulate matter and energy in ways that seemed impossible to the scientific establishment. Among these were concepts for wireless power transmission, directed energy weapons, and communication devices that could tap into natural signals beyond human perception. Many of these ideas were met with skepticism, ridicule, or outright suppression, particularly when they threatened powerful industrial and political interests. Tesla's work on wireless power, exemplified by his experiments at Colorado Springs and later at Wardenclyffe Tower, was groundbreaking. He demonstrated the ability to transmit electrical energy without wires over measurable distances, lighting lamps and activating devices without direct connections. While these experiments captured public imagination, they also alarmed financiers and industrial magnates, who viewed wireless energy as a threat to existing power monopolies. Pierre Morgan, one of Tesla's early backers, eventually withdrew funding for the Wardenclyffe project, citing unclear profitability, leaving Tesla's vision unfulfilled and casting a shadow of secrecy over his more radical inventions. Parallel to his electrical experiments, Tesla delved into research that would later be described as forbidden knowledge. He claimed to have discovered methods for harnessing cosmic rays, tapping into the energy of the sun, and even transmitting energy to remote locations via the Earth itself. These were not mere theoretical exercises. Tesla kept meticulous notes, drawings, and prototypes, suggesting practical pathways to technologies that could have transformed the 20th century, or threatened those who held power in it. In some accounts, he even claimed to have conceptualized devices capable of causing earthquakes, controlling weather, or creating focused energy beams that could devastate targets from a distance, a precursor to what modern military theorists would call directed energy weapons. The secrecy and suppression surrounding Tesla's work became particularly acute as he aged. Despite holding hundreds of patents, many of his experiments were conducted privately or in isolation. Some of his notes and equipment were allegedly confiscated or hidden, especially during times of geopolitical tension. Conspiracy theories suggest that Tesla's discoveries were considered too dangerous for public knowledge, prompting interference by industrial magnates, government agencies, and rival scientists. Whether these claims are entirely factual or partially mythologized, they reflect the perception that Tesla operated at the intersection of genius and danger. Tesla's personality contributed to both his brilliance and his marginalization. He was known for obsessive habits, eccentric routines, and a profound devotion to his work, often prioritizing invention over wealth or social connection. He believed that knowledge should serve humanity, not merely profit industrialists, which put him at odds with the capitalist forces of his era. His fascination with the unseen, ranging from electromagnetic waves to the very nature of energy and consciousness, placed him in a domain that few could comprehend or support. By the early 20th century, Tesla was a figure of myth as much as science. Newspapers, magazines, and popular culture depicted him as a man capable of impossible feats, bridging the gap between the known world and the mystical forces of the universe. While he continued to patent devices for practical use, electric motors, turbines, and radio transmitters, he also hinted at far more radical inventions. These included mechanisms for wireless global communication, earthquake machines, anti-gravity devices, and even concepts that bordered on manipulating time and space itself. The question that arises is why Tesla's most radical knowledge remained largely hidden or suppressed. Scholars suggest multiple factors: the economic interests of energy monopolies, the military implications of directed energy devices, the inability of contemporaneous science to validate his concepts, and Tesla's own enigmatic personality, which made collaboration difficult. In effect, Tesla's genius was both a gift and a threat. His inventions could democratize energy, transform transportation, and empower humanity, but they also threatened established hierarchies and power structures, making them politically and economically dangerous. In this documentary series, we will explore Tesla's forbidden knowledge in depth. Over the coming parts, we will examine his experiments in wireless energy and the Wardenclyffe Tower project, his research into directed energy weapons and the so-called death ray, his work on communication devices capable of tapping into cosmic signals, his experiments with mechanical resonance and earthquake generation, and the mysterious circumstances surrounding the disappearance of his papers and prototypes after his death. Each chapter will uncover how Tesla's inventions challenged the world's powers, why they were suppressed or misunderstood, and the enduring mysteries that continue to captivate scientists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. The War of Currents and the Birth of a Revolutionary Mind. When Nikola Tesla arrived in the United States in 1884, he brought little more than a head full of ideas and a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison. Edison, already a towering figure in American industry, was a staunch advocate of direct current, DC, electricity. Tesla, however, believed that alternating current, AC, was the future. AC could transmit electricity over long distances more efficiently than DC, making widespread electrification of cities, industries, and rural areas possible, a revolutionary concept that threatened the existing energy monopolies built on DC systems. Tesla initially worked for Edison, assisting in the improvement of DC motors and power systems. However, it quickly became clear that Tesla's vision clashed with Edison's practical and business-oriented approach. Edison, focused on immediate profits and the entrenched DC infrastructure, dismissed Tesla's ideas for AC as impractical and dangerous. Accounts suggest that Edison offered Tesla a substantial bonus for redesigning DC generators, which Tesla accomplished, but Edison reportedly reneged on the promise. This betrayal cemented Tesla's decision to strike out on his own and pursue his revolutionary vision. In 1885, Tesla left Edison's company and began developing AC technology independently. He collaborated with investors and engineers to design polyphase AC motors and transformers, demonstrating the efficiency, safety, and scalability of alternating current systems. These innovations laid the groundwork for the widespread adoption of AC, enabling the transmission of electricity over vast distances without significant energy loss, a feat impossible with DC technology at the time. Tesla's work caught the attention of industrialist George Westinghouse, who recognized the potential of AC and partnered with Tesla to develop commercial systems. The collaboration led to the famous Niagara Falls project, which would become the world's first large-scale hydroelectric power plant using AC. This monumental achievement demonstrated AC superiority and cemented Tesla's reputation as a pioneering engineer capable of transforming the world's energy infrastructure. Yet the War of Currents was not merely a technical battle, it was also a struggle of influence, propaganda, and fear. Edison, threatened by AC's potential to render DC obsolete, launched a campaign to discredit Tesla's system. He staged public demonstrations in which animals were electrocuted with AC, emphasizing its supposed dangers. Newspapers amplified the narrative, creating public anxiety over the new technology. Despite these efforts, Tesla and Westinghouse prevailed, showcasing AC's practicality and safety, ultimately reshaping the modern electrical grid. While Tesla's AC innovations brought him fame, they also brought scrutiny. Industrial monopolies, energy tycoons, and political powers closely monitored his work, wary of the implications of his genius. Tesla's experiments were no longer just engineering projects, they had the potential to disrupt entire economic systems. His vision of wireless energy, which he would soon begin to pursue, threatened to make conventional power distribution obsolete, placing him in direct conflict with powerful financial and political interests. During this period, Tesla also began experimenting with phenomena that transcended conventional electricity. At laboratories in New York and later at Colorado Springs, he explored high-frequency currents, resonance, and the wireless transmission of energy. He claimed to have transmitted electricity over distances without wires, lighting lamps remotely and activating devices without direct connections. These demonstrations were more than curiosities, they suggested a fundamental shift in humanity's ability to harness natural forces, a shift that could decentralize power and challenge the control of industrial magnates. Tesla's Colorado Springs experiments were particularly groundbreaking. He built massive coils capable of generating millions of volts and producing artificial lightning, some over 100 feet long. Reports suggest that he inadvertently caused electrical disturbances in the surrounding area, with sparks jumping across rooms and currents interfering with telegraph and telephone systems miles away. These experiments demonstrated Tesla's mastery over the unseen forces of electricity and foreshadowed his later ambitions: global wireless power, communication across continents, and devices capable of influencing physical matter at unprecedented scales. Yet Tesla's radical experiments drew suspicion. His unconventional methods, secrecy, and claims of transmitting energy wirelessly over vast distances alarmed investors and authorities. J.P. Morgan, who had initially funded some of Tesla's work, grew increasingly concerned about the feasibility and potential consequences of wireless energy. The project at Wardenclyffe Tower, intended to transmit energy globally, ultimately ran out of funding, leaving Tesla in financial and professional limbo. Some historians suggest that vested interests deliberately curtailed Tesla's ambitions, fearing the destabilizing effects of a technology that could democratize power and render traditional energy monopolies obsolete. By the end of the 19th century, Tesla had firmly established himself as a visionary. He had not only won the war of currents but had also demonstrated that electricity could be manipulated in ways that defied contemporary understanding. His mind was now focused on what many consider his most radical and controversial work: devices and theories that could harness the forces of the universe itself, potentially threatening the powers that governed energy, communication, and even national security. Wardenclyffe and the dream of wireless power. At the turn of the 20th century, Nikola Tesla's ambitions reached heights few could fathom. Beyond harnessing alternating current, Tesla envisioned a world in which energy flowed freely, invisibly, and wirelessly across the globe. This was the central purpose behind his most famous, and ultimately infamous, project, Wardenclyffe Tower, a massive structure intended to transmit power and information without wires, directly tapping into the Earth and the natural forces surrounding it. Located in Shoreham, Long Island, New York, Wardenclyffe Tower was an engineering marvel. Tesla designed it to be more than a simple transmission device. It was a conduit between the Earth, the atmosphere, and even the cosmos. The tower, reaching over 187 feet with a massive copper dome, was intended to resonate with the natural frequencies of the planet. Tesla believed that by creating a global system of resonance, he could deliver electricity to any point on Earth without the need for wires, fundamentally altering the way humanity consumed and interacted with energy. Tesla's vision was revolutionary. Wireless transmission promised limitless access to electricity, bypassing power companies and monopolies. In theory, communities could tap into energy anywhere, reducing dependency on centralized power grids. The social and economic implications were profound. Industrial magnates feared a future in which their control over electricity, one of the most lucrative commodities of the era, could be bypassed entirely. Tesla's invention, if realized, could democratize energy on an unprecedented scale. The project drew both fascination and skepticism. Investors and scientists alike marveled at Tesla's ambition but questioned the feasibility of transmitting energy over vast distances without significant losses. Tesla, ever confident, conducted experiments to demonstrate that the Earth itself could conduct electrical currents. He lit lamps remotely, measured atmospheric electricity, and even claimed to have received signals from cosmic sources. These demonstrations captured public imagination but also heightened scrutiny. J.P. Morgan, who initially financed the Wardenclyffe project, became increasingly concerned. Tesla's insistence that energy should be freely accessible conflicted with Morgan's business interests. Additionally, the technical challenges of transmitting power over global distances were immense, and Tesla's prediction seemed speculative to investors expecting tangible returns. Eventually, funding was withdrawn, and Wardenclyffe Tower was abandoned before it could achieve its full potential. Some historians suggest that Morgan feared the broader implications of Tesla's work: power beyond control, energy without tariffs, and the destabilization of the financial and industrial systems he dominated. Wardenclyffe was not merely a project for wireless electricity. Tesla intended it to serve as a platform for global communication. He envisioned sending messages across oceans instantaneously, tapping into the natural electrical oscillations of the planet. Decades before the invention of radio satellites or fiber optic networks, Tesla imagined a world where information could travel freely, unimpeded by physical infrastructure. This concept was so far ahead of its time that contemporary scientists and financiers struggled to comprehend its magnitude. Beyond communication and energy, Tesla believed his technology could have defensive applications. He hinted at mechanisms that could produce concentrated energy beams, later sensationalized as his death ray. While some accounts exaggerate these claims, it is clear that Tesla explored the transmission of focused energy, a concept that, in theory, could disrupt mechanical systems, disable vehicles, or serve as a form of global defense. Such possibilities alarmed both investors and military strategists, who saw the potential for a technology that could render traditional weapons and power structures obsolete. Tesla's experiments at Wardenclyffe also exemplify the breadth of his genius in scientific exploration. He combined mechanical engineering, electromagnetism, atmospheric physics, and even aspects of quantum theory, though not yet formalized, to explore possibilities that no contemporary laboratory could replicate. His work hinted at tapping into free energy, resonance phenomena, and the zero-point energy of the universe, a concept that remains at the frontier of modern physics. In Tesla's view, energy was not a commodity to be monopolized, it was a fundamental property of the cosmos, accessible to all who understood its principles. Despite Wardenclyffe's failure as a commercial enterprise, the project cemented Tesla's legacy as a visionary. It also intensified the perception among powerful industrialists and financiers that Tesla's knowledge was dangerous. His ideas threatened the very foundations of energy distribution, communication, and national security. After Wardenclyffe, Tesla increasingly worked in isolation, his inventions becoming more radical, his experiments more secretive, and his claims more extraordinary. By the 1910s and 1920s, Tesla's work had become the subject of both fascination and suspicion. Newspapers, journals, and public lectures portrayed him as a man on the edge of discovery, a genius operating in a realm few could understand. He spoke of tapping the energy of the universe, transmitting power globally, and creating devices that could influence natural forces. These claims, while often dismissed as eccentric, were rooted in meticulous experimentation and visionary insight. Tesla was no mere fantasist, he was exploring the frontier of physics in ways that challenged the prevailing scientific paradigm. In Part 4, we will examine Tesla's work on directed energy devices, including the so-called death ray and other inventions that alarmed military and industrial powers. We will explore the technical basis of these devices, the experiments Tesla conducted, and the rumors and suppression surrounding this aspect of his forbidden knowledge. The death ray and the fear of infinite power. By the 1920s, Nikola Tesla had entered the final, most mysterious phase of his life's work, a period in which his experiments and inventions were no longer confined to electricity, but aimed at controlling the fundamental forces of nature itself. Among these, Tesla's work on directed energy devices, the so-called death ray, would become the stuff of legend, speculation, and fear. These inventions, if realized, had the potential not just to transform warfare but to render traditional power structures obsolete, placing Tesla at the center of both scientific awe and political anxiety. Tesla described his invention as a teleforce weapon, a device capable of emitting concentrated beams of energy over long distances, targeting and disabling mechanical systems, vehicles, and even armies. The principle behind Tesla's teleforce was relatively simple in concept but extraordinarily difficult in practice. By generating and focusing massive electrical charges, Tesla believed it was possible to project energy in a highly directed form, akin to a beam of light but composed of charged particles or electrostatic forces. In theory, such a weapon could stop enemy aircraft, destroy ships, or even create localized atmospheric disturbances. The implications were profound. During an era of global tensions, Tesla's teleforce represented a technological leap so significant that it threatened to upend the balance of power between nations. Military leaders and industrialists reportedly took notice. Tesla claimed to have shared his concept with government officials in the United States and Europe, offering it as a defensive tool to deter war. He argued that the existence of such a device would make traditional warfare obsolete by creating an impenetrable shield where any aggressor could be stopped without human casualties. However, Tesla's death ray remained largely theoretical. Skeptics dismissed his claims as the fantasies of an aging inventor, while others feared the consequences of revealing the technology. If such a weapon existed and fell into the wrong hands, it could render entire armies and nations defenseless. Some historians speculate that the extreme secrecy surrounding Tesla's teleforce, combined with his isolation and financial struggles, prevented the weapon from ever being built on a practical scale. Yet even in concept, the teleforce illustrates the scope of Tesla's forbidden knowledge. It was a technology that, in theory, could challenge governments, armies, and industrial monopolies alike. In addition to directed energy devices, Tesla experimented with mechanical resonance and vibration-based technologies. He discovered that every structure, from a building to a bridge, has a natural resonant frequency. By creating devices that could match and amplify these frequencies, Tesla theorized that it would be possible to cause structural failure or even generate controlled seismic effects. Newspapers sensationalized these claims, with stories suggesting that Tesla once nearly destroyed his laboratory in New York by resonating its foundations. Modern physics confirms the plausibility of resonance-induced damage, suggesting that Tesla's work in this area may have been far more practical and dangerous than contemporary observers realized. Tesla's experiments with energy manipulation extended to the cosmos itself. He believed that the Earth could conduct energy efficiently, and that by understanding its natural oscillations, it was possible to transmit power globally or even tap into what he described as cosmic energy. Some interpretations of his notes suggest he envisioned influencing weather patterns, creating protective shields, or even altering natural phenomena. While these claims border on the mystical, they reflect Tesla's fundamental principle: energy is universal, and with the right knowledge, it can be directed, amplified, and harnessed in ways the world had never seen. The secrecy surrounding these inventions contributed to Tesla's reputation as a man possessing forbidden knowledge. He was often careful not to reveal the full mechanics of his devices, both to protect intellectual property and, some historians argue, to prevent misuse. Rumors circulated that government agencies monitored his activities, fearing that his discoveries could destabilize military and industrial dominance. Indeed, after Tesla's death in 1943, much of his work, including papers and prototypes, was seized by the US government, ostensibly to prevent sensitive technologies from falling into foreign hands during World War II. The fate of these documents remains a topic of speculation and conspiracy, with some claiming that the most dangerous aspects of Tesla's inventions were suppressed or hidden indefinitely. Tesla's vision of directed energy weapons and mechanical resonance demonstrates the radical scope of his mind. Unlike conventional inventors, Tesla did not limit himself to incremental improvements of existing technology. He sought to understand and manipulate the underlying forces of the universe. His work challenged the scientific, industrial, and political establishment, raising uncomfortable questions about power, control, and the ethical use of technology. In many ways, Tesla's death ray and related inventions represent the intersection of genius and danger, the very essence of forbidden knowledge. Cosmic communication and the signals beyond. Nikola Tesla's fascination with energy extended beyond terrestrial boundaries. While most inventors of his era focused on harnessing electricity for practical applications, lighting homes, powering motors, or transmitting telegraphs, Tesla's vision transcended Earth itself. He believed that the universe was alive with energy, and that it was not only possible to tap into these cosmic forces but also to communicate with intelligent life beyond our planet. This phase of his research, conducted primarily in the early 1900s, represents some of the most mysterious and controversial aspects of his life, often cited as a key reason why his work was suppressed and labeled forbidden knowledge. Tesla's initial forays into wireless communication were grounded in the physics of radio waves. In 1893, he demonstrated wireless energy transmission at St. Louis, lighting lamps without wires, and later, at the 1899 Colorado Springs Laboratory, he conducted high-voltage, high-frequency experiments that he claimed could send energy and information over vast distances. By generating oscillating electrical currents through massive Tesla coils, he was able to produce artificial lightning over 100 feet long and observe the effects of atmospheric electricity. While these experiments had immediate applications in electrical engineering, they also laid the foundation for what Tesla believed could become interstellar communication. Tesla's belief in extraterrestrial signals was not mere speculation, it was rooted in empirical observation. While experimenting with high-frequency radio oscillations at Colorado Springs, he detected repeating signals he could not attribute to any known terrestrial source. Tesla later claimed these signals appeared structured, suggesting they were not random natural phenomena but originated from intelligent entities. He described hearing patterns resembling series of repetitive impulses and concluded that they could be communications from Mars or Venus. Modern analysis has suggested that Tesla may have been detecting natural electrical disturbances such as pulsars or atmospheric discharges, yet his interpretations reflected a daring willingness to consider possibilities far beyond the scientific consensus of his time. The implications of Tesla's cosmic communication experiments were profound. If he were correct, humanity was not alone in the universe, and it might be possible to establish contact using the same physical principles that govern electricity on Earth. Tesla proposed that by generating oscillations at precise frequencies, a transmitter could send signals capable of traveling vast distances across space. In 1901, he attempted to patent devices for telegraphic communication with planets, seeking to formalize his methods for sending and receiving extraterrestrial signals. While these patents were never fully realized, they revealed Tesla's vision of a connected universe and a world in which energy and information could flow freely across planetary and perhaps interstellar distances. Tesla's ambitions for cosmic communication were closely tied to his broader goal of wireless power transmission. He envisioned a global network in which energy could be beamed not only across continents but potentially across the solar system. In his notes, he described how the Earth itself could act as a conductor for electrical currents, enabling the transfer of power and information in ways that defied conventional understanding. Tesla even speculated that by resonating with the natural frequencies of the planet and the cosmos, it would be possible to transmit messages instantaneously over thousands, or even millions of miles. This idea, radical for its time, was viewed with skepticism by contemporaries. Mainstream scientists often dismissed Tesla's claims as fantastical or beyond practical application. Industrialists, on the other hand, saw potential threats in his proposals. Wireless energy could undermine the monopolies that controlled electricity, telegraphy, and early radio. Communication beyond Earth might reveal new possibilities for intelligence, surveillance, and technological advantage, placing Tesla's discoveries at the intersection of innovation and geopolitical sensitivity. Some historians suggest that these threats contributed to the suppression or underfunding of Tesla's later projects. Tesla's experiments in wireless communication also intersected with the nascent field of radio. Guglielmo Marconi is often credited with the first successful transatlantic radio transmission in 1901, yet Tesla's patents predate Marconi's work, and some argue that Marconi's technology built upon Tesla's principles. Tesla himself sued Marconi, asserting that his patents covered key aspects of wireless transmission. The dispute highlights how Tesla's innovations were not only ahead of their time but also entangled with issues of intellectual property, corporate interests, and national prestige. The resolution of the case in 1943, after Tesla's death, affirmed Tesla's priority in some fundamental aspects of radio, yet by then, the world had largely moved on to recognize Marconi as the father of radio. In his later years, Tesla's vision of cosmic communication grew increasingly audacious. He proposed using the Earth ionosphere cavity as a resonant transmitter, exploiting the natural conductivity of the planet to create signals capable of reaching distant planets. He speculated about tapping into the energy of the sun, cosmic rays, and even the ambient vibrations of space as carriers of information. While modern physics provides some parallels, such as the use of electromagnetic waves in space communication, Tesla's methods were revolutionary for his time, predating technologies like satellite communication, deep space telemetry, and wireless energy transfer. Tesla's interest in extraterrestrial intelligence also influenced his approach to secrecy and dissemination. He often refrained from fully disclosing his methods, fearing misuse by governments or industrial monopolies. This secrecy, coupled with sensational newspaper reports, fueled speculation about the forbidden nature of his knowledge. Some conspiracy theorists have suggested that governments actively suppressed Tesla's work, fearing that interstellar communication or unlimited energy could disrupt existing power structures. While these claims remain speculative, they underscore the perceived threat posed by Tesla's vision, a technology that could empower individuals and nations alike, outside the control of established authority. Beyond its technical implications, Tesla's pursuit of cosmic communication reflected a philosophical worldview. He saw energy and information as universal, intertwined with the fundamental laws of nature. To Tesla, the universe was not silent, it was a living network of signals and vibrations, waiting to be interpreted and harnessed. His experiments, therefore, were not merely scientific, they were an attempt to expand humanity's perception of reality, to bridge the gap between the material world and the vast cosmos, and to demonstrate that the boundaries of human knowledge were limited only by imagination and courage. Tesla's attempts to receive extraterrestrial signals also inspired public fascination. Newspapers and magazines reported his claims, often sensationalizing them as evidence of contact with Martians or other intelligent beings. While skeptics dismissed these accounts, Tesla's meticulous notes and experimental data suggest that he was serious in his pursuit. He meticulously recorded oscillations, voltage readings, and atmospheric conditions, seeking patterns that could confirm intelligent origins. Even today, researchers examining Tesla's Colorado Springs notes find evidence of a systematic approach to detecting cosmic signals, an early precursor to modern radio astronomy and SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, initiatives. In addition to practical experimentation, Tesla theorized that understanding cosmic signals could unlock broader applications of energy. He speculated that by decoding natural frequencies and vibrations, humanity could access unlimited power, influence atmospheric phenomena, or even predict natural events. This line of inquiry blurred the boundaries between physics, metaphysics, and engineering, making Tesla's work difficult to categorize and challenging for contemporaries to accept. It was this very audacity, the willingness to explore the unknown, that positioned Tesla as both a genius and a threat. Despite the profound implications of his work, Tesla faced significant obstacles. Funding for his experiments was inconsistent, public skepticism was rampant, and powerful industrial interests often undermined his initiatives. The Wardenclyffe Tower project, initially intended for both wireless power and cosmic communication, ultimately collapsed due to financial and political pressures. Yet Tesla's vision persisted. Even in his later years, he continued to theorize about interstellar energy transmission, cosmic vibrations, and communication across planets, concepts that would inspire generations of scientists and inventors long after his death. The secrecy surrounding Tesla's cosmic research contributed to the mystique of his legacy. Many of his notes, prototypes, and manuscripts were seized by government agencies after his death in 1943, particularly by the U.S. Office of Alien Property. Scholars and conspiracy theorists alike speculate that these documents contain detailed instructions for devices that could access cosmic energy or communicate with extraterrestrial intelligence. While much remains unknown, the surviving papers reveal a consistent theme. Tesla believed in the universality of energy and the possibility of manipulating it for the advancement of humanity, independent of commercial or political constraints. In conclusion, Tesla's work in cosmic communication represents one of the most audacious and controversial aspects of his career. By attempting to send and receive signals beyond the Earth, he challenged the limits of contemporary science and imagined technologies far ahead of their time. His experiments blurred the line between innovation and forbidden knowledge, raising questions about power, secrecy, and the ethical implications of advanced technology. The signals Tesla sought were more than electromagnetic waves. They were a metaphor for human curiosity, the drive to explore the unknown, and the potential to transcend terrestrial limitations. Free energy and the secrets of the universe. One of the most controversial and enigmatic aspects of Nikola Tesla's work was his pursuit of free energy, the idea that electricity could be harnessed from the natural forces of the universe without reliance on traditional fuel or centralized infrastructure. Tesla believed that energy was abundant in the environment, coursing invisibly through the air, the earth, and the very fabric of space. His experiments aimed not only to tap into these sources but to demonstrate a future in which energy could be available to all, a radical concept that directly threatened the economic and political interests of the early 20th century. Tesla's ideas about free energy were rooted in his understanding of electromagnetic fields and resonance. He observed that the Earth could act as a conductor, capable of transmitting electrical energy over long distances if the proper frequency and method of excitation were used. In his Colorado Springs laboratory, Tesla conducted experiments with massive coils, creating high-voltage discharges and measuring how energy propagated through the ground and atmosphere. He claimed that he could transmit energy wirelessly, lighting lamps hundreds of miles away, and that this energy came from natural sources rather than conventional generators. This notion of drawing power from the environment directly challenges the conventional understanding of electricity in Tesla's era, and even today. Traditional power generation relied on coal, hydro, or other consumable resources. Tesla's vision, by contrast, suggested that the universe itself could serve as an infinite reservoir of energy. In his own words, he imagined a world where a single source of energy would serve the entire globe, eliminating poverty, industrial monopolies, and dependence on fossil fuels. Such a revolutionary idea naturally drew skepticism, both scientific and financial, and likely contributed to the suppression of his more radical experiments. Tesla also explored what modern physics refers to as zero-point energy, the baseline energy present in a vacuum. Although the scientific formalism of zero-point energy would not be fully developed until decades later, Tesla intuitively understood that the vacuum of space is not empty but teeming with latent energy. He theorized that by tapping into this energy through oscillators, capacitors, and tuned circuits, it would be possible to generate usable electrical power without consuming any traditional fuel. Some of Tesla's notes describe devices capable of extracting energy from the natural oscillations of atoms and the ether, a concept that bordered on metaphysical speculation but had a foundation in empirical observation. Tesla's work on free energy was closely linked to his Wardenclyffe Tower experiments, though the tower itself was primarily conceived for wireless power transmission and global communication. Tesla intended for Wardenclyffe to act as a prototype for a planetary energy system. By resonating the Earth and transmitting electrical energy through the atmosphere, Tesla envisioned a world in which cities, homes, and industries could be powered without wires, fuel, or centralized control. The implications were revolutionary. Energy scarcity would be eliminated, and power could no longer be monopolized by corporations or governments. This radical idea, however, alarmed financiers and industrialists who profited from traditional energy systems. In addition to terrestrial energy, Tesla speculated about harnessing cosmic energy sources such as solar radiation, cosmic rays, and even what he referred to as ambient cosmic vibrations. He theorized that these forces could be converted into usable electrical power using specialized devices, including oscillators, vacuum tubes, and Tesla coils. Some of his experiments reportedly detected energy patterns that were difficult to explain using conventional physics, suggesting that Tesla may have stumbled upon phenomena that were ahead of his time and potentially dangerous if misused or misunderstood. Tesla also pursued experimental devices for mechanical energy conversion, seeking ways to transform natural vibrations into electricity. One such invention was the mechanical oscillator, which Tesla demonstrated could produce vibrations that affected nearby structures and even caused resonance in machinery. He hinted that these devices could not only generate energy but potentially influence natural processes. Newspapers of the era sensationalized these claims, describing earthquake-like tremors allegedly caused by Tesla's experiments in New York City. While such reports were likely exaggerated, they underscore the radical nature of Tesla's research and the public fascination it inspired. The implications of Tesla's free energy experiments went beyond technology; they challenged social, economic, and political hierarchies. A world powered by free, unlimited energy would render conventional energy industries obsolete, disrupt national economies, and shift global power balances. Industrialists, bankers, and political leaders recognized the threat, and some historians argue that this led to deliberate suppression, withdrawal of funding, and even confiscation of Tesla's research. In 1917, the financial collapse of Wardenclyffe Tower and the withdrawal of J.P. Morgan support exemplified how Tesla's visionary ideas conflicted with the priorities of powerful interests. Despite these setbacks, Tesla never abandoned his vision. Even in his later years, he continued to publish and lecture on the possibility of tapping universal energy. He spoke of devices that could draw electricity from the environment, transmit it wirelessly, and revolutionize transportation and industry. He imagined a world in which the cost of energy approached zero and where humanity could focus on scientific and cultural advancement rather than resource scarcity. Tesla's writings, sketches, and patent filings indicate that he approached these problems systematically, blending theoretical physics, experimental data, and mechanical ingenuity to realize his goals. Tesla's free energy research remains a topic of intense fascination today, particularly among researchers exploring alternative energy, zero-point energy, and advanced physics. Some claim that Tesla's lost notes contain instructions for practical devices capable of generating power without fuel. Others suggest that the most radical aspects of his work were seized by governments, hidden from public knowledge due to their destabilizing potential. While definitive evidence remains scarce, the surviving documentation confirms that Tesla seriously pursued methods for extracting energy from natural and cosmic sources, and that these methods could have fundamentally altered the course of technological and social history. Tesla also envisioned applications of free energy in transportation and defense. He theorized about vehicles powered entirely by wireless energy, eliminating the need for fuel tanks or charging infrastructure. He imagined stationary and mobile platforms capable of receiving energy directly from the Earth's resonant frequencies or cosmic energy fields. Furthermore, he suggested that free energy could power defensive devices capable of protecting nations without relying on conventional weapons, echoing his broader interest in teleforce and directed energy technologies. The suppression of Tesla's free energy concepts reflects the intersection of innovation and power. While Tesla's inventions could have democratized energy access, created new industries, and accelerated technological progress, they also threatened established economic hierarchies. Governments and corporations, some historians argue, were wary of allowing Tesla's radical ideas to enter the public domain. His financial struggles, combined with the technical challenges of implementing large-scale wireless energy, provided convenient reasons to abandon or limit his experiments. In essence, Tesla's pursuit of free energy represents both the brilliance and the danger of forbidden knowledge. It exemplifies a mind willing to transcend the limitations of contemporary science, to imagine technologies that challenge societal and political norms, and to pursue them despite financial, technical, and personal obstacles. Tesla's vision of a world powered by energy freely drawn from the universe remains one of the most tantalizing what-ifs in the history of science. Antigravity, propulsion, and the manipulation of matter. Nikola Tesla's genius was not limited to electricity, wireless energy, or communication with the cosmos. Among his most mysterious and controversial areas of research were antigravity and advanced propulsion technologies, concepts that even modern physics is only beginning to explore in experimental contexts. Tesla theorized that by manipulating electromagnetic fields, resonance, and energy, it might be possible to counteract gravitational forces, create new forms of propulsion, and even influence matter itself. These experiments, though largely undocumented in public records, have fueled speculation about why Tesla's most radical inventions were suppressed or erased from history. Tesla's interest in antigravity emerged from his observations of energy and motion. He believed that gravity, like electricity or magnetism, could be influenced or manipulated with the proper application of electromagnetic principles. In his notes and sketches, he described devices capable of producing lift and propulsion without the use of conventional engines or fuel. These designs often involved high-frequency oscillators, rotating electromagnetic fields, and the careful alignment of resonant frequencies to counteract gravitational pull. In essence, Tesla envisioned machines that could hover, accelerate at unprecedented speeds, and maneuver without conventional mechanics, a radical departure from the technologies of his time. Some accounts suggest that Tesla even conducted small-scale experiments demonstrating the effects of electromagnetic fields on matter. He allegedly levitated small objects using resonance and electromagnetic induction, exploring the principles that would later underpin concepts in modern electromagnetic propulsion. While concrete evidence is scarce, likely due to the secrecy surrounding his work, these claims align with Tesla's broader philosophy that energy and matter are deeply interconnected and that, with sufficient understanding, natural forces can be harnessed in ways previously thought impossible. Tesla's propulsion concepts also extended to aerial and possibly space vehicles. He speculated that by generating energy fields and focusing resonance at precise points, it would be possible to move objects without fuel, creating a propulsion system entirely independent of combustion or conventional mechanical power. In his later writings, Tesla described the potential of flying machines that would not rely on wings or propellers but on electromagnetic forces interacting with the environment. These ideas predate many modern theories of ion propulsion, magnetic levitation, and experimental antigravity research. The implications of Tesla's antigravity research were staggering. Military, industrial, and political powers of the early 20th century would have viewed such technology as profoundly destabilizing. A vehicle or device capable of defying gravity without fuel could revolutionize warfare, transport, and global logistics. It could make traditional aircraft, vehicles, and even naval fleets obsolete. Tesla's vision, if realized, would have shifted the balance of power between nations and industries, likely explaining why he often kept his most radical experiments private and why some of his papers may have been confiscated or hidden after his death. Tesla also theorized that manipulating energy fields could extend to influencing matter at a fundamental level. He believed that by understanding resonance and vibration, it might be possible to affect the structure of materials, control molecular alignment, and even alter physical properties in ways that could have practical applications ranging from construction to medicine. These ideas, while speculative, align with modern research into materials science, nanotechnology, and electromagnetic manipulation, suggesting that Tesla's insights were far ahead of his time. Secrecy and suppression were constant themes in Tesla's work on antigravity and propulsion. Many of his notes on these topics were either destroyed, lost, or seized by government agencies after his death. Some researchers suggest that Tesla's work intersected with classified military projects, particularly in the areas of advanced weapons and experimental flight. While much of this remains conjectural, the recurring pattern is clear. Tesla's radical inventions often provoked fear among powerful interests, and knowledge of these devices was tightly controlled, if not entirely erased. Tesla's antigravity and propulsion research also highlights the broader theme of forbidden knowledge. Unlike conventional inventors, Tesla sought to manipulate forces that were not yet fully understood or accepted by mainstream science. He challenged the limits of human understanding, blending empirical experimentation with theoretical insight. His work was visionary, operating at the intersection of physics, engineering, and speculative exploration, and it remains an inspiration for scientists, engineers, and inventors today. Another dimension of Tesla's research in this area was its potential connection to energy independence and global transformation. If his antigravity and propulsion concepts had been realized, humanity could have gained mobility and energy freedom unprecedented in history. Transportation systems would no longer be constrained by fuel scarcity or geographic limitations. Global commerce, communication, and exploration could have advanced decades, or even a century, ahead of their time. Tesla's vision of the future was not merely technological, it was societal, promising a world in which human potential was limited only by imagination, not by the constraints of physics or economics. However, Tesla's visionary work came at a personal cost. His obsession with radical inventions, combined with financial difficulties and public skepticism, isolated him from mainstream scientific and industrial circles. By the 1930s, Tesla was largely forgotten by the public, his radical ideas dismissed as eccentricities. Yet, behind closed doors, he continued to explore, experiment, and theorize, leaving a trail of notes, diagrams, and prototypes that hint at technologies far beyond the capabilities of his contemporaries. In summary, Tesla's anti-gravity and propulsion experiments represent some of the most audacious and mysterious elements of his forbidden knowledge. They demonstrate a willingness to challenge fundamental laws, to experiment with forces that were barely understood, and to imagine a world transformed by technological mastery. These experiments, coupled with his work in free energy, wireless power, directed energy weapons, and cosmic communication, paint a portrait of a man whose intellect operated on a level far ahead of his era. Tesla was not merely an inventor, he was a visionary explorer of the universe itself, pushing the boundaries of what humanity could comprehend and achieve. Weather, earthquakes, and the manipulation of natural forces. Nikola Tesla's relentless pursuit of energy mastery extended far beyond electricity, wireless communication, and propulsion. Among the most extraordinary and controversial of his experiments was his work on mechanical resonance, seismic energy, and even weather manipulation. These experiments demonstrated Tesla's ability to interact with the physical world on a scale that seemed almost supernatural, earning him both awe and fear from contemporaries. Some of his methods were precise, mathematical, and replicable, others bordered on the mystical, blurring the line between engineering and manipulation of the natural world itself. Tesla's fascination with mechanical resonance, the phenomenon in which objects vibrate at natural frequencies, began in his early experiments with oscillators and vibrational devices. In the late 1890s, he developed small mechanical oscillators designed to test structural resonance in buildings and bridges. Tesla discovered that when a structure's natural frequency was matched by an external vibration, even small oscillations could produce catastrophic effects, including cracks, structural failures, and, in extreme cases, collapses. Accounts suggest that Tesla once attached one of his experimental oscillators to a support column in his Manhattan laboratory. Within minutes, the building began to vibrate violently, alarms sounded, and workers reportedly fled in panic. Tesla himself claimed he narrowly avoided destroying the building when he halted the experiment, describing the moment as proof of the immense power hidden within vibrational energy. Though sensationalized in contemporary press reports, these experiments illustrate Tesla's deep understanding of resonance and his ability to manipulate mechanical energy with precision. Building upon this knowledge, Tesla theorized that seismic energy, the energy released in earthquakes and tremors, could be harnessed or even directed. He suggested that by generating controlled vibrations at specific frequencies, it might be possible to influence the Earth itself, potentially preventing natural disasters or, conversely, creating them as a form of defense. Tesla's notes hint at devices capable of producing localized tremors or amplifying natural vibrations, though he insisted they be used for constructive purposes, such as improving infrastructure safety. Tesla's experiments in resonance and vibration were not limited to small scales. He envisioned massive oscillatory devices capable of producing energy effects across large distances. Some accounts, possibly exaggerated, claim Tesla experimented with mechanical oscillators that could theoretically destabilize distant structures or generate measurable seismic effects miles away. While the veracity of these claims remains debated, the underlying principle, matching resonance frequencies to manipulate physical systems, is scientifically sound and has inspired modern research in vibrational energy and materials science. Tesla also speculated about the potential of atmospheric and weather manipulation. He theorized that energy could be introduced into the atmosphere to influence cloud formation, precipitation, and even lightning. His experiments with high-voltage, high-frequency discharges suggested that it was possible to ionize air and create localized electrical effects. Tesla believed that, with sufficiently advanced techniques, it could be possible to stimulate rainfall in drought-stricken areas, disperse storms, or generate protective electrical shields around populated regions. Though Tesla never publicly demonstrated large-scale weather control, his notebooks and sketches indicate he considered it feasible using a combination of high-frequency electromagnetic fields and atmospheric resonance. The idea that Tesla may have influenced natural forces deliberately is part of the mythology surrounding his later experiments. While some claims are sensationalized, others are rooted in his own writings. For example, Tesla hinted at a connection between his oscillatory experiments and atmospheric electricity, suggesting that his devices could amplify natural energies already present in the environment. These theories were far ahead of their time, foreshadowing modern research into geoengineering, climate control, and atmospheric physics. Tesla's work in this field also illustrates why powerful interests regarded his inventions as dangerous. A device capable of influencing weather or generating seismic effects could be weaponized or used to manipulate geopolitical outcomes. Imagine a technology that could create droughts, storms, or localized earthquakes as a means of coercion or defense. This would fundamentally alter the nature of military strategy, international relations, and industrial security. Tesla understood these implications and often spoke cryptically about the potential of his work, perhaps to avoid public panic or interference from vested interests. Beyond theoretical implications, Tesla's experiments in resonance had practical consequences for engineering and construction. His insights into structural frequencies helped inform the design of resilient buildings, bridges, and machinery, although many of his contributions in this area were overlooked or uncredited. The principle of mechanical resonance is now a fundamental part of civil and mechanical engineering, demonstrating how Tesla's forbidden knowledge has influenced modern science in ways both subtle and profound. Tesla's atmospheric experiments also intersected with his work on wireless energy transmission. He believed that the Earth's natural electrical charge and the energy present in the ionosphere could be harnessed to transmit both power and information. By ionizing air and generating controlled electrical discharges, he theorized it was possible to create a global energy network that interacted with natural forces. This approach not only aimed to provide free energy but also hinted at a deeper understanding of the Earth's electromagnetic environment, a concept that continues to inform research in geophysics and atmospheric science. Despite the immense promise of Tesla's experiments, they were consistently met with obstacles and suppression. His oscillators, weather devices, and resonance experiments required funding, laboratory space, and public patience, all of which were scarce as industrial interests and financiers grew wary of his radical ideas. Some historians argue that Tesla's work threatened not only economic monopolies but also the conventional scientific establishment, which struggled to validate phenomena that were unprecedented and difficult to measure with existing instruments. This combination of technical difficulty and socio-political risk likely contributed to the obscurity of Tesla's most advanced experiments. Tesla's later life was marked by increasing isolation, yet he continued to pursue these revolutionary ideas. He wrote extensively about the potential of harnessing natural forces for the benefit of humanity, often framing his work in moral and ethical terms. He envisioned a world where energy scarcity was eliminated, natural disasters could be mitigated, and humanity could coexist harmoniously with the forces of nature. These ambitions reflect Tesla's broader philosophy. Science and technology were not ends in themselves but tools for unlocking human potential and understanding the universe. In conclusion, Tesla's work with weather, seismic energy, and mechanical resonance represents one of the most audacious chapters of his forbidden knowledge. These experiments demonstrate a profound understanding of natural forces, a willingness to explore uncharted scientific territory, and a vision of technology as a tool for both power and protection. They also illustrate why Tesla was perceived as a threat. His discoveries had the potential to alter geopolitics, economics, and the fundamental balance of human society. The final years and the seizure of Tesla's knowledge. By the 1930s, Nikola Tesla had become an icon of genius and eccentricity. His reputation as an inventor of unparalleled vision was tempered by stories of his financial instability, obsessive work habits, and unconventional lifestyle. Yet beneath the public perception of a solitary, aging scientist lay a man who continued to push the boundaries of physics, engineering, and energy manipulation. Tesla's later years were marked by a dual reality, a relentless pursuit of radical scientific discovery and increasing vulnerability to forces that sought to control, suppress, or appropriate his knowledge. Tesla had long struggled with financial instability. Despite his monumental contributions to alternating current, radio, and electrical engineering, he lacked the business acumen necessary to capitalize fully on his inventions. Early supporters such as J.P. Morgan withdrew funding from projects like Wardenclyffe Tower, often citing the impracticality of Tesla's ambitious ideas. The collapse of Wardenclyffe not only curtailed Tesla's wireless energy experiments but also symbolized the broader resistance of financial and industrial powers to his revolutionary vision. Without adequate resources, Tesla was forced to scale back experiments, abandon prototypes, and rely on modest stipends and royalties that barely supported his work. Despite these challenges, Tesla remained fiercely productive and imaginative. He continued to work on advanced energy devices, directed energy systems, and free energy experiments, often in makeshift laboratories or rented spaces. In the public eye, he was perceived as a reclusive eccentric, but private correspondences and surviving notes reveal a scientist intensely focused on discovering universal principles of energy and matter. His notebooks from this period contain sketches of anti-gravity devices, wireless energy transmitters, and theoretical systems for interplanetary communication. Tesla's obsession with perfecting these inventions often left little room for social or financial concerns. He was wholly devoted to the pursuit of knowledge. As Tesla's notoriety grew, so too did the attention of government and military authorities. By the late 1930s and early 1940s, Tesla's work in directed energy devices, wireless energy transmission, and cosmic communication had attracted scrutiny from intelligence and defense organizations. Tesla himself believed that his inventions had the potential to reshape global power structures and often expressed concern about their misuse. His warnings were prescient. Some of his radical experiments, if misapplied, could have rendered conventional military systems obsolete, destabilized energy monopolies, or provided unprecedented technological advantages to any nation in possession of them. Tesla's death in January 1943 marked the beginning of one of the most enigmatic chapters in the history of scientific knowledge. At age 86, Tesla passed away alone in his New York hotel room, leaving behind a trove of papers, prototypes, and personal effects. Almost immediately, the US government moved to seize his possessions. The Office of Alien Property, citing national security concerns during World War II, confiscated Tesla's work, including manuscripts, technical drawings, laboratory notes, and personal correspondences. Some historians argue that this was a standard wartime procedure, while others contend that the government sought to control knowledge of advanced technologies that could alter military, industrial, and geopolitical power balances. The contents of Tesla's seized materials remain partially shrouded in mystery. While some documents were released to the public or stored in archives, others reportedly disappeared or remain classified. Among the missing or restricted items are references to directed energy weapons, free energy devices, anti-gravity prototypes, and high-frequency oscillators capable of manipulating matter and energy in ways that conventional science of the time could barely comprehend. The lack of transparency has fueled speculation and conspiracy theory suggesting that Tesla's most radical inventions were deliberately hidden to prevent societal disruption or to reserve these technologies for military and industrial control. Tesla's later years were also marked by personal eccentricities that complicated his public image. He adhered to strict daily routines, maintained unusual dietary practices, and harbored deep philosophical beliefs about the ethical use of technology. Tesla viewed his inventions not merely as commercial products but as tools for advancing humanity, eliminating scarcity, and exploring the fundamental laws of the universe. His insistence on ethical stewardship of knowledge often put him at odds with industrialists and financiers who prioritized profit and control over technological advancement. Despite these challenges, Tesla continued to publish articles, give interviews, and propose ambitious projects. In the 1930s, he spoke openly about the potential for wireless energy systems, death ray technologies, and communication with extraterrestrial intelligence. He maintained a belief that energy could be transmitted freely and that the Earth itself contained vast reserves of untapped power. Some of Tesla's statements were dismissed as eccentric or fantastical by journalists and scientists of the time, yet surviving documents indicate that his claims were based on detailed experimentation and precise calculations. The posthumous treatment of Tesla's work further cemented the idea of forbidden knowledge. With key papers confiscated and prototypes scattered or destroyed, much of his most advanced research remained inaccessible to the public. Over time, rumors emerged of secret government programs built upon Tesla's discoveries, including directed energy weapons and advanced energy systems. Some theorists claim that these technologies influenced post-war projects in aviation, radar, and space exploration. While concrete evidence remains elusive, the pattern is consistent. Tesla's radical ideas threatened existing power structures, and access to his most advanced knowledge was carefully controlled. Tesla's legacy in his final years thus embodies a duality. On one hand, he was a visionary scientist who saw beyond the technological limitations of his era. On the other hand, he was a marginalized figure whose radical inventions were perceived as a threat by those in power. His death, coupled with the confiscation of his papers, effectively removed from public access the tools and insights necessary to replicate or fully understand his more ambitious experiments. For decades, Tesla's work was celebrated for its genius but treated with skepticism regarding its practical implications. In summary, Tesla's later years reflect the intersection of genius, isolation, and suppression. His relentless pursuit of energy mastery, advanced propulsion, and the manipulation of natural forces positioned him as both a pioneering inventor and a potential disruptor of societal norms. The confiscation of his papers following his death in 1943 further amplified the aura of secrecy surrounding his life's work, leaving historians, scientists, and conspiracy theorists to wonder just how much of Tesla's knowledge remains hidden. Legacy, influence, and the hidden knowledge. The death of Nikola Tesla in 1943 marked not only the end of a brilliant mind but also the beginning of one of the most enduring mysteries in the history of science. While Tesla had spent his life pioneering inventions that challenged the foundations of physics, energy, and communication, much of his most radical work remained inaccessible to the world. The confiscation of his papers by the US government and the subsequent secrecy surrounding them fueled speculation that Tesla had uncovered technologies so advanced and potentially destabilizing that they could not safely be released. Despite this suppression, Tesla's influence has persisted in modern science and technology. His work on alternating current, AC, induction motors, radio, and wireless energy formed the foundation of contemporary electrical systems. Yet, beyond these practical applications lies a hidden legacy, a body of ideas, sketches, and theoretical devices that hint at capabilities far beyond what humanity had achieved by the mid-20th century. Tesla's inventions in directed energy, free energy, mechanical resonance, cosmic communication, and anti-gravity continue to inspire researchers, engineers, and inventors seeking to explore the boundaries of physics. One of the most intriguing aspects of Tesla's posthumous influence is the ongoing speculation about lost technologies. These include directed energy devices. Tesla claimed to have developed a teleforce system capable of projecting concentrated energy beams. While no fully functional model has ever been publicly verified, contemporary research in particle beams, lasers, and electromagnetic weapons parallels Tesla's concepts. Some historians speculate that elements of Tesla's work were integrated into secret military projects, influencing advanced weapons programs in the United States and other countries. Wireless global energy transmission. Tesla's vision of transmitting electricity through the Earth and atmosphere without wires was never fully realized, largely due to financial constraints and government disinterest. However, modern experiments in wireless charging, microwave power transmission, and resonant energy systems echo Tesla's theories. The concept that energy could be transmitted freely and globally, once considered impossible, is now a growing area of scientific exploration. Anti-gravity and advanced propulsion. Tesla's experiments with electromagnetic fields, oscillators, and resonance suggested the potential for novel forms of propulsion. While the precise designs remain unknown, some theorists propose that Tesla's concepts influenced classified aerospace research, including advanced aircraft and space propulsion systems. His work in this domain has become a focal point for speculation regarding extraterrestrial energy technologies and experimental aerospace programs. Seismic and atmospheric manipulation. Tesla's exploration of mechanical resonance and atmospheric electricity demonstrated the possibility of influencing natural phenomena. While large-scale weather control and earthquake generation remain beyond practical application, research into resonant energy, ionospheric manipulation, and geophysical engineering reflects principles that Tesla explored more than a century ago. Cosmic communication. Tesla's pursuit of extraterrestrial signals foreshadowed modern SETI research and the development of radio astronomy. His belief that the universe is teeming with energy and information remains a guiding principle for scientists attempting to detect and interpret signals from distant stars and planets. The continued fascination with Tesla's work is fueled not only by the scientific potential of these inventions but also by the mystique surrounding their suppression. Conspiracy theories abound, suggesting that Tesla's most dangerous discoveries were deliberately hidden to protect industrial monopolies, maintain military advantage, or prevent societal disruption. While many of these claims cannot be verified, they reflect the enduring perception that Tesla's genius exceeded the capacity of society to accommodate it safely. In addition to technological speculation, Tesla's life has inspired cultural and philosophical reflections. He embodies the archetype of the visionary scientist who sees beyond conventional limits, pursuing knowledge with ethical intent and relentless curiosity. Tesla's ethical considerations, particularly his insistence that powerful inventions be used for the benefit of humanity rather than for profit or warfare, resonate in contemporary debates over artificial intelligence, nuclear energy, and emerging technologies. His life raises questions about the responsibility of innovators and the societal risks posed by knowledge that is too advanced to be easily controlled. Tesla's hidden legacy is also evident in the continued search for his lost papers and prototypes. Researchers and collectors have spent decades attempting to reconstruct his experiments, studying surviving sketches, patents, and notes. Some recovered documents detail experimental apparatus for high-frequency energy generation, resonant oscillators, and devices intended to interact with the Earth's electromagnetic environment. While much of the documentation is fragmentary, these materials provide tantalizing glimpses of what Tesla might have achieved had funding, support, and public acceptance been sufficient. The mythos of forbidden knowledge surrounding Tesla is further reinforced by historical patterns. Throughout his life, Tesla's most radical projects were either underfunded, ridiculed, or actively suppressed. The Wardenclyffe Tower collapse, the skepticism of industrialists, and the posthumous confiscation of his papers all demonstrate that Tesla's inventions were viewed as a threat to established power structures. Modern reinterpretations suggest that his work, if widely implemented, could have transformed energy systems, defense capabilities, and global geopolitics, an unsettling prospect for those invested in maintaining the status quo. Yet, despite these challenges, Tesla's vision has endured and grown in influence. Innovations in wireless energy, renewable power, electromagnetic propulsion, and advanced communications all owe conceptual debts to Tesla's pioneering experiments. His life story has inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and futurists to explore ideas once dismissed as impossible. In this way, Tesla's forbidden knowledge continues to shape technological and scientific progress, even if some aspects remain hidden or classified. The mystery of Tesla's hidden work also fuels a sense of wonder and possibility. Historians, engineers, and amateur researchers speculate that some of his most radical inventions may still be concealed, either in government archives, private collections, or forgotten laboratories. These theories suggest that humanity has only glimpsed a fraction of Tesla's genius and that the potential applications of his knowledge could radically alter energy, transportation, and defense technologies if fully realized. In conclusion, Part 10 of our exploration demonstrates that Nikola Tesla's influence extends far beyond his lifetime. His work continues to shape modern science, inspire technological innovation, and provoke questions about the ethical and societal implications of advanced knowledge. The combination of genius, secrecy, and visionary thinking has cemented Tesla's reputation as a figure whose ideas were so profound and potentially disruptive that they were deemed too powerful for the public domain. Legacy, mystery, and the lessons of forbidden knowledge. Nikola Tesla's life was a testament to the extraordinary potential of human ingenuity, vision, and curiosity. From his groundbreaking work in alternating current to his experiments in wireless energy, cosmic communication, and mechanical resonance, Tesla consistently operated at the edge of known science. Yet his story is as much about suppression, secrecy, and lost opportunity as it is about genius. The notion that some of his inventions were too dangerous, too powerful, or too transformative for the public reflects the delicate balance between innovation and societal control, a balance Tesla often challenged with his radical ideas. Tesla's experiments in wireless energy hinted at a world in which electricity could be transmitted freely, without wires or fuel. He imagined global power systems that could eliminate scarcity, empower individuals, and advance humanity toward a new technological era. His cosmic communication experiment suggested that the universe itself was a medium for information, waiting to be decoded by those with the vision to do so. Tesla's explorations of antigravity, directed energy, and mechanical resonance revealed a mind intent on manipulating natural forces in ways that would redefine technology and challenge existing power structures. Yet, for all his brilliance, Tesla faced resistance and suppression. Industrial monopolies, skeptical financiers, and governmental authorities often viewed his inventions as threats. The collapse of Wardenclyffe Tower, the withdrawal of funding, and the posthumous confiscation of his papers highlight the tension between radical innovation and societal structures unwilling or unable to accommodate it. Tesla's most ambitious projects, from free energy devices to anti-gravity prototypes, were left incomplete, hidden, or classified, fueling speculation and mythos around his forbidden knowledge. Tesla's legacy is therefore twofold. On the one hand, he is a celebrated inventor whose practical contributions, AC electricity, induction motors, radio technologies, power the modern world. On the other hand, he is a figure of mystery, a man whose radical and unfinished experiments suggest the possibility of technologies that could have reshaped the 20th century and beyond. Scholars, engineers, and enthusiasts continue to study his surviving notes, patents, and prototypes, attempting to reconstruct his discoveries and understand their full potential. The question of what was truly lost or suppressed remains central to the enduring fascination with Tesla. The concept of forbidden knowledge in Tesla's life serves as a cautionary tale about the intersection of innovation, ethics, and power. Tesla himself recognized that advanced technology could be used for both creation and destruction. His writings often emphasize the ethical responsibility of inventors, reflecting a deep concern for humanity's ability to wield knowledge wisely. The suppression of some of his work underscores the tension between human curiosity and the societal structures designed to manage its consequences, a tension that remains relevant in today's era of rapid technological advancement. Tesla's influence continues to inspire contemporary science and innovation. Research into wireless energy transfer, advanced propulsion, renewable energy, and cosmic communication draws on principles first explored by Tesla over a century ago. His vision of a world powered by abundant, free energy, and his belief in humanity's potential to explore and manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, continue to guide the imagination of scientists, engineers, and futurists. The line between myth and reality in Tesla's life is blurred, yet it is precisely this ambiguity that fuels ongoing curiosity and investigation. In examining Tesla's story, we confront broader questions. How far should humanity pursue knowledge that could destabilize established systems? How do we balance the potential benefits of radical innovation against the risks of misuse or societal disruption? Tesla's life provides no simple answers, but it exemplifies the transformative power of a mind willing to explore beyond conventional limits. His work reminds us that true innovation often comes with resistance, skepticism, and sacrifice, but also with the potential to change the world in ways previously unimaginable. Ultimately, Nikola Tesla represents both the triumph and tragedy of human genius. His inventions laid the groundwork for the modern technological world, yet his most radical ideas were curtailed, hidden, or lost. His life challenges us to consider the ethical, political, and social dimensions of discovery and to reflect on what it means when knowledge is deemed too dangerous for humanity. Tesla's forbidden knowledge, partially realized and partially lost, remains a source of inspiration, mystery, and possibility, a reminder that the boundaries of science are limited only by imagination and courage. As we close this exploration of Nikola Tesla's life and work, one thing becomes clear: the story of Tesla is not just about electricity, machines, or inventions. It is about vision, curiosity, and the relentless pursuit of understanding the universe itself. His forbidden knowledge, whether fully realized or forever hidden, challenges us to ask what humanity could achieve if the limits imposed by fear, power, or convention were lifted, and to recognize the profound responsibility that comes with the pursuit of knowledge that could reshape the world.